Have you ever felt like you're just fighting this huge uphill battle and you're losing? Well, today we're going to talk about the subtle, often totally overlooked signs that you're not just fighting alone, but that you're actually being protected.
You know that feeling, right? We've all been there. You hit a wall, a door slams shut right when you thought you were finally getting somewhere. It can feel so isolating, like you failed somehow.
But what if we just flipped the script on that? What if those moments that feel like a total collapse, all those struggles, what if they aren't punishments at all? What if they're actually a form of deep, profound protection? That's the idea we're going to dive into.
So, the first sign, and honestly, this is often the toughest one to accept, is an ending. It could be a job, a relationship, a path you poured your entire heart into. These endings can actually be a form of divine intervention.
Yeah, it's natural to feel hurt, of course it is. But a lot of the time, these things happen because the universe is literally clearing the way for something so much better. It's a course correction, you know? It's moving you away from a path that wasn't really for you and pointing you towards something that's way more aligned with who you truly are. I love this analogy. Think of it like a divine GPS. When your GPS says recalculating, you don't argue with it, right? You just trust that it sees a traffic jam or an accident up ahead that you can't. Well, it's the exact same principle. This redirection is saving you from some unseen hardship that was waiting for you down the road. Okay, sign number 2 is something a lot of us mistake for a bad thing: solitude. If you're feeling lonely or isolated lately, I want you to consider that this period might actually be a gift. You're not being left out, you're being given this sacred space for a very important reason.
And there's a huge difference here. See, isolation feels empty, lonely, like you're just going through the motions. But solitude, that's purposeful. It's like a divine timeout for self-reflection, for finding inner peace, for real rejuvenation. It's in these quiet moments that you can connect with yourself and your path on a much deeper level.
Protection doesn't always come from things being taken away. Sometimes it's about what's being added. The divine often sends messengers to help guide you, and this happens especially when you're under intense pressure.
And these messengers, they show up in all sorts of ways. It might be some wisdom you find in a book or a video that just lifts this heavy weight off your mind. It could be unexpected help from a total stranger, or that one piece of timely advice from a friend that literally stops you from making a huge mistake. You have to pay attention to those random conversations. Trust me, they are almost never random.
All right, now for some of the more tangible stuff. The universe loves to communicate through these little physical winks to let you know that you're seen and you're supported.
The key here is just to be aware. Do you keep seeing repeating numbers like 1111 or 222 on the clock or on license plates? That's a classic cosmic thumbs up, telling you you're on the right track. Or how about finding a small coin on the ground? That's a sweet little reminder that abundance is flowing your way and that your efforts are gonna pay off. Now, let's talk about a realm where divine guidance can get incredibly powerful: your dreams. I mean, our dream state is like a direct channel for communication and, believe it or not, for protection.
This is such a fascinating idea. If you have a scary dream, instead of just waking up with that feeling of fear, consider this. What if you're actually releasing difficult karma in the complete safety of your sleep? By going through that hardship in a dream, you might be preventing it from ever having to happen in your real waking life.
And you can be an active part of this process. If you want to get clearer answers on a problem you're facing, try this simple little practice. Spend some time in meditation or just thinking about what you're grateful for before you go to sleep. Then set a really clear intention to receive guidance on that one specific issue. You might be totally blown away by the solutions that start showing up in your dream.
So when you put it all together, all these different signs, they all point to one central truth. The most powerful tool you have for recognizing this constant protection is your faith.
Here's a really powerful way to think about it. Whether you're in a season of recalculating or you're in a season of arrival, you are never, ever alone. This protection is like a shadow. It's always with you, even when you can't see it. You are guided, you are loved, and you are being led toward a reality that is far better than you can even imagine. So, I'll leave you with this question to think about. Now that you know what to look for, what signs have you been missing in your own life? Keep your eyes, and more importantly, your heart open. I promise you, they are all around you.